Yeah, so yeah, I guess Facebook cut us off because when you speaking that real shit, they gotta cut us off. You say fuck Gucci for being on that racist shit, they cut you off. Like, shit is crazy.
Gucci must be a supporter. I mean, it must be not a supporter. Must spend some money with these niggas.
That's crazy though. Like,
and just out of the blue, out of the blue, the video in.
Hey, you know, Facebook talk about you know, we only want to keep you know, real news on there. We don't want any fake news or this nigga. Like, come on, man. That's why it's not gonna stop. Hey, but you know what? But you know what Facebook do? They stifle
traffic.
It's traffic you reach. So, like the people that follow the page, you know, of course they get the alerts or whatever. But it's hard to spread, you know, beyond that, unless you share the link, the show. If you share the show, then it's hard for them to stop that.
So definitely share the show for us. But yeah, so we was kind of wrapping up the Gucci talk or whatever. But I don't know, man. I'm just not the Floyd Mayweather, Gucci, all these companies that just keep doing this terrible, wild stuff to like the black community, and then have the nerve to say like we didn't know or something like that. That's the stuff that I really can't understand, because this ain't like I don't know, like I can't even remember or think of a time where somebody would be like, "This cool." Like you get all these politicians getting in trouble in Virginia for wearing blackface in the '80s. Like it wasn't cool in the '80s. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't never been cool. But the fact that people still get in trouble about it, you know, people get in trouble about it, and then you got companies that go through channels, you know what I'm saying? Like each article of clothing or whatever got to go through different channels to get to the point where they're like, okay, yeah, release that. And for that to happen for a couple months ago when we was talking about Prada and they had like the little monkeys with the red face and stuff, like for these companies to continue to say that they don't know is beyond me. Like it's crazy. I don't understand how they can continue to do that. And then black people, what they would do, they'll stop buying it for a couple months. You know what I'm saying? You know, so they'll stop buying it for a little while, but man, you see the new Gucci belts or or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people black people like to show off. They like to show off, man.
But the crazy, this is the trend is designer brands, the you know, the Gucci, the Louis, shit like that.
But there's so many brands that are, we talk about black owned or small owned. You know what I'm saying? And this reclusing ourselves, you look at take T.I. fashion brand, right? So he got Hustle Gang, which is more like street clothes, t-shirts, stuff like that. Price point is a little bit cheaper. But then you got Cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cool is like high fashion, like fashion line. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It costs, I know that.
Yes, it do cost. Like, costs a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's something that's owned by him, and I'm not saying like he a small business or anything like that, but he independently owned. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know who he is for the most part. So there's other options out here, and even like I said about Floyd, he didn't have to go to Gucci. Like, he could have went to any of these other places. Angel said that's what I'm talking about, or that's what I don't understand. Why support them later? I had bad business recently with American Express. I would never deal with American Express again. I'm not taking a 3-month break.
Exactly.
Like, that's it.
I can tell you restaurants like,
yeah,
I'm never going back.
Man, and that's just for offending you as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you offend an entire race of people, you know what I'm saying, and then everybody, cut it out for a while, or like really hit them where it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Their pockets. Yeah, but do it forever. Like go put that same energy into somebody else, into another company, build up another brand. Like you don't like they don't have no loyalty to you, so you shouldn't have no brand loyalty to them. Let me see. Uncle Mike said, "Hey man, he said the truth of the matter is slavery's psychological damage fucked up our perception, and we allow external things to cause us to diminish ourselves." I agree. Like I do think it stemmed from a time way beyond when we didn't have anything. Like we wasn't allowed, like legally couldn't have anything, right? So now we get to the point where we can have something, anything. I mean, even think way back to like like in the '60s or whatever. Like you had a Cadillac, like you was that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Like just having flashy, shiny things instead of having a functional. You know what I'm saying? So, don't get me wrong. Like Cadillac's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, but instead of having something that you can take and repurpose for something else, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the part where black people, the disconnect is. You know what I'm saying?
In 1954, like a psychologist made a video, and the video was entitled "The Secret to Selling to the Negro." Now, you're trying to tell me that somebody figured out what black people like and exploited, you know, our buying habits, which is true to this day.
Yes.
Like I had a little short version of the video, but I can't. But in this video,
but it's true though, and like I said, from on one standpoint, that's good business, right? You want to use the market to get the most out of it for you, so you can make the most capital. I get it, you know what I'm saying. But for something for us to continue, like you know what I'm saying, like trying to explain this to like older white people or whatever, like trying to explain to them of all the steps that's in place. Like people think it begin and end with civil rights and all this stuff. Like, but then you got stuff like you have stuff that books that people wrote and manuscripts that was literally made just to keep us down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally made to put these what's the one letter? It was like how to mentally break like the Negro or whatever. What's the dude that wrote the letter? It was like
Jim Crow?
No, Jim Crow. Well, yes, but what's the letter? I can't think of it. It's gonna kill me. It's a letter wrote by like a slaver about how to completely mentally like unstabilize the Negro, and then to the point where like they completely broke down, and now you can control them. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like steps. I can't even think of the letter. It's gonna kill me trying to think about it.
So I know what you're talking about, but I just can't remember. But but about what I was saying. Oh, I'm gonna play the video right now. And this, like I said, this video was made in 1954, and it's true to this day. Why you think of that? I'll play it.
Psychologists have to say about selling to the Negro.
The secret of selling to the Negro is expressed in one word. That word is recognition. Now, there's nothing unusual about that. People want to be recognized. They need recognition. That's basic in all of us. But perhaps because he's had so little of it, the Negro needs even more. He needs to feel important and appreciated. This need is a very real and important one. It shows up even in many of the Negro's shopping habits. Anyone who sells or wants to sell to the Negro customer should know about some of these habits. 3 habits in particular play a big part in every sales transaction. To begin with, most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name. They're quick to turn down off-brands. Buying by brand. That's the first important Negro buying habit. Now for the second. The Negro buys good quality merchandise. Symbols of quality and prestige are very important to the Negro customer. This woman, for example, is buying fine crystalware. But she is also buying the admiration and approval of her friends and relatives. Listen to her thoughts.
My, isn't it beautiful? I can hardly wait to show it to Sally and Joan.
It's a well-known fact that many Negro customers are influenced by the opinions of others. What their friends may think of a certain item often decides whether or not the sale is made. So remember, the Negro buys quality merchandise. That's the second important point. And here's the third thing to remember when selling to a Negro customer. When he specifically asks for one thing, don't try to sell him something else. Don't try to switch him at the point of sale. If you do, he'll probably react something like this.
Doesn't he think I've got the money to pay for it?
The Negro resents being offered a substitute. He wants to be sold on quality, not price. The Negro buys by brand, he buys quality, and he doesn't like to be switched at point of sale. These are the keys to selling the Negro customer. According to me,
Like, this is a real actual like training video. Like, this is not even 1954, and it was 2019.
Yeah,
Taxes is still those taxes are still used today. How to sell to the Negro? Shit.
They got black actors. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They got black actors to perform in there. Boy, I am speechless.
Like they said, when you don't try to sell to the Negro something he don't want. So if I say, I want some hen, and you offer me some, we got this E&J for sale, like,
what I look like drinking E&J?
like what do I look like with a pulling up to the club with a bottle, like, you pulling to the club with a bottle of something exclusive. Like, you trying to, like, that E&J is trash, niggas though. Like, come on, man. We gotta be exclusive with everything. I need exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Oh, these, shoes is J's. You know what I'm saying? I got a Robin jeans. Like, I got on the G-Star shirt. Nigga.
And look, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that nice stuff ain't nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. I don't know. Like, but I'm not saying that nice stuff isn't nice. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying to have that loyalty to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they actively pushing. You know what I'm saying? The loyalty to the brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? The first person I heard that talked about brand loyalty and how it's killing the black people. You want to take a guess?
Oh.
No, just take a guess.
Oh, I'm just gonna say T.I. We're talking about them all.
No, I wish though. Kanye West, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kanye West
Okay.
was the first guy I saw that I seen. I mean, this is way before he was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Talked about brand loyalty and how it's killing our communities because we like, and he admitted that I'm a part of that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't go somewhere without some J's that's mean and a shirt with a team or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he admitted that he was a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the first person to speak on it. And then what did he do? He made his own clothing line. You know
Pastel, and it ain't sell.
I mean, first off, it's trash.
What pastel? Well, they never come up.
No, his clothing line now is trash.
No, I'm talking about first. He came with pastel, and I didn't make it.
Yeah,
I was about to wear that shit. That's when I was in fan mode. But then he came with the Adidas stuff.
But not even whatever that part. I'm just talking about not even about working. I'm just talking about how the same stuff he preached about is exactly what he became.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, and then to this day, he keeps talking about not having brand loyalty, yet be loyal to my shit though.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm gonna come to the defense of the man, even though I don't want to. Now I be watching all the interviews and shit because I don't know. I just feel like we need to stay on top of everything. But this has been not even like not even on just the company tip. I just do it just because I like to do it. You know, because I like music and I like to know how these top people think. But anyways, when he first got the Adidas deal, he was saying, come out with the shoes, but Adidas won't let me come out with a cheaper version of the shoe like I want to. Like I met with the owners to pay less, this and that. Like he wants to put out shoes that's cheaper, but I know why Adidas won't let that happen. They did have to come out with the Adidas Power Phases, but them is just a Reebok ripoff. It's trash. But they still want 100 for them, which is crazy. You probably get the Reebok for like 60, the same shit. But but I know why Adidas won't do it is because as a part of the selling model on how to sell a hype shoe, you release a shoe with a lot of hype, but sell it in limited quantities. Like that's
supply and demand.
Yeah. Like that's how Adidas became number one over Nike. What was it, last year? No, last year, the year before last, in shoes because they stuck to that model. Now Jordan used to do the same thing, but people were complaining like, well, I can't get this shoe. Like I want this shoe, but it's so limited, I can't get it. So Jordan started putting out more quantities of the shoes, and then niggas said it wasn't hot because everybody had them. Now they're back to that exclusivity thing, and the J's that came out yesterday, them 6s already gone in like a few hours because it's so limited quantities. But you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like niggas just want to be exclusive so much. And like I said in that video, just to brag to niggas friends who don't got it. That that's.
I ain't never seen Bill Gates standing outside for no fucking shoes.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't got time to wait no line for no shoes. And you know why? I got a business meeting. You know, so I got to meet with the manufacturer for some shit. Like we bringing out Xboxes. I just made my own game console. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't got time for that shit. And like that, so I don't know, man. Like just the brand loyalty to me, it gets out of hand a lot. It gets out of hand so much, man. And I mean, it's infuriating sometimes when I see what people would do, you know what I'm saying, just to be exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Just to have the shiniest, just show me some attention. What I look like to you means the world to me. Never mind how it makes the people in my house feel as far as finances. You know what I'm saying? I bought this shiny thing, so now we about to be eating syrup sandwiches, you know what I'm saying, for the next 2 weeks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I never understood
just
that.
Just a stunt, though.
Yeah, I never understood that, man. Anybody that know anything about me, you know that I don't give a fuck about what anybody think about me. Anybody. Like, I don't care if your family. I love my family, and I hope that they love me. But like you, be like, oh, this nigga E-Man just too black to be in our family. Like I don't give a fuck. Like you know what I'm saying? I had to keep cussing, especially because your mom here, but. Like, I don't care that much about what anybody think about me or anything that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are my choices, these are my decisions. Like, I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm very astute. I listen. I like to learn stuff. My ears are always open. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if I make a decision and you be like, oh, I don't know if I would have did that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, get the fuck out of my face. Sorry, Mom, for cussing.
Hey, but that's the right mentality to have. But in doing what we do, it's the perfect mentality to have because I'll be here. Well, Gucci is a good brand. It's been around for a long time, and they just made a mistake.
Yeah.
Nah, dude that owned football team, Z ran up on him too. And they asked him, and he was like, trust me, it go through 10 different people that see it.
This. Yeah. He told me one person like, no, I don't think we should do that. I was like, nobody said that.
He said that he was like, yeah, somebody probably seen that or whatever, but I have to go back. Like what they do is they take a inspiration for something and they make clothing for it. He was like, I have to see it, but trust me. He was like, trust me, somebody seen that. But he said, who that? Katy Perry, whoever had them shoes or whatever.
Yeah, the fucking man. This is what I'm saying.
But he said that wasn't racist though.
Like, first off,
I can't remember why what he said or why that wasn't racist. Because he said that wasn't blackface. Like,
because it's on the shoes, black feet. Like,
no, he said it wasn't blackface because he said blackface is they only do the face. It ain't like that. They would ask him why what's that? What the white chicks wasn't racist? He was like the whole body was white. But he said traditional blackface was the big red lips, and then the face was
even white
straight black.
Even white chicks though, that there is no history of white face. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That comes from negativity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why people be like, why can't I say nigger if you can call me hunky? I think it's a funny word. That's because it's made. Mm-hmm. That's because it came from a comedian. Some shit that was funny. Like, not nothing that actually stemmed in actual hurt. You know what I'm saying? The pain and suffers. You know what I'm saying? Like people is crazy. Let me see. All right, so the mom say 65 years later, same thing is going on today. That's why we as a race should be in the business. What? That's why we as a race should be in business. However, I hate to say, well, we'll go to the white man or Arab store first before we go to our own. Why is that? If we live in a black community, or if we lived in a black community, we did patronize our own. Look, I'm completely with you. We talked about that the last two shows, I think. We was talking about black owned and the black owned cell phone company. Mm-hmm. And could you live black owned in Cleveland, even if it's for a short period of time? Like, but where? And if y'all know in the comments, for people that's watching it now live or people that watch it later, if y'all know a black owned supermarket, you know what I'm saying? Or a black owned convenience store, even for that matter. Like, or a black owned
I know where it's at, but people really don't go.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so maybe we have to get the word out there more for people that do want to support that type of thing.
They didn't have they couldn't sell beer, and they didn't have tobacco because they fucked it up. So I mean, people ain't bad business,
yeah. So I mean, but that's what I'm saying. So anything that's black owned or black ran, like Urban Farmer, you would think by the name, think it was a black farm place, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like it's urban because it's in the city, and it's farming because it's farming. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if I agree, we should support our own, and that's the whole thing we was talking about the last show when we was talking about how back when there was black communities, when stuff was segregated, even though ultimately I think it was a bad thing, but the black money stayed in the black neighborhood way longer because you couldn't go to Giant Eagle or Tops or Finest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't go to Heinen's. Like, you had to go to, Mike's, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But remember, in the movie Fences, where they were talking about the same subject, like, his wife wanted to go. What?
I don't know. He's paranoid.
His wife wanted to go to the grocery store where it was cheaper, which was the white owned supermarket. And he was like, well, I like to go down to, whoever supermarket, the black owned supermarket, because it may cost more, but, I could say, well, I'll pay you, on Wednesday. And she'd say, yeah, and I always come back with the money. He was like, they're not going to do that.
They're not do that up there. They give you no credit. It ain't no sense of community. That's why, like, kids be crazy these days because they ain't no sense of community, like, around the neighborhood where you had to watch or you had to worry. I mean, around the world is different, but back when it was more of a community, you know what I'm saying? So you're like, all right, so I can't do that around my house, but on the next street, I also can't do it because Mr. Johnson got the green light, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like, but because there's none of that, Like the world is how it is because of that. And I think, and all this stuff is connected. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like all this, like Uncle Mike was talking about slavery. Like, I feel like it all stems, like it all goes somehow 8 degrees of separation. Kevin Bacon, the system to whether it's mentality or community of how we was then and oppressed then, and then how it is now.
See, it's like racism is such a systematic type thing. It's like like if you black in America, you gonna face it no matter how rich you is, you gonna face it. Some ways it might not even be like it's not gonna be somebody calling you a nigger. It may be you getting denied for, or you want to buy a house in this neighborhood and you get denied. You got the money, you got the credit, but you get denied. Why? Why is that?
That shit happens so often, man. I don't know. This is super frustrating.
Like even NFL players, like I want to buy this house in this, neighborhood. Like I got the, I told them I got the money up front. I told them what I do. They said no, but they got the money in full.
Yeah. I want to think about J. Cole and having the cops squad on him just for being black and buying a house in the neighborhood. Yeah.
He got the video of them actually running into the house.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like they really came to the house like the dude had, weapons of mass destruction in there.
Like, niggas ain't knock, like they ain't knock or do none of that. Like straight with the bulldogs.
Hey, sidebar, did you see him try to dunk last night?
Yeah, he old. I like J. Cole. He old though. He's better than me, but he's old.
He got up. He couldn't finish.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. I don't know. It's frustrating. I kind of want to have my own spinoff show. Where I just go off on I just want to let the world have it, man. Just like a diary blog.
You trying to be you trying to be like?
I'm trying to be on my Steve Harvey shit. The only difference is I'm gonna actually do stuff for the area that I'm in.
No, you could just try to be like you trying to be like The Rock.
I just do a little bit of everything.
No, you gonna have me like Tyrese, like. I just think he just went on all this spinoff.
Like like just because here, like we, it's more of a discussion, and I'll be wanting to let him have it though.
Like what's it? I ain't see it yet, but that Killer Mike Triggered.
The trigger warning?
Huh?
You watch none of them?
No.
Watch it.
Yeah, I'll get to it. I ain't get to it yet. I'm
telling you, like, I don't. Not spinoffs to take anything from this show, but I'll just be, man. Ask Angel, man.
You on your rants?
Because ask Angel, man. I'll be stewing, and I'll be trying. She white, so I'll be trying not to take it out on her. You know what I'm saying? I'll be trying. I see something on YouTube, and I just send it to her or something, man. I just don't know, man. My mom said when I was growing up living on 90th, there was a lot of black businesses, restaurants, gas stations, stores, etc. There was also 2 black-owned stores on Kinsman on 143rd and 153rd. I did not know that, and we'll get that. We'll get that information this week. I want to say, and we'll try to have something for next week's show. I don't want to make that promise, but we will work on it, get in contact with them, or whatever. Because I wasn't aware of that. But yeah, any of these places that's black-owned in Cleveland, you know what I'm saying, or the surrounding areas, or a black farm in the area. And I know it's difficult because we're in the city, you know what I'm saying, but like there got to be something left of the days when it was just not easier, but the days when it was when like we actually had some buying power. Like, 'cause we got money now, but we giving it to these fucking people that don't give a shit about us. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. And since I touched on it, I want to talk about Steve Harvey real fast. Him and Monique doing that interview, or he was interviewing Monique, and he was talking about they was talking about prestige versus money, like kind of like selling your soul for money, or having or taking a step back from the money and like having some self-worth about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't no huge Monique fan either, You know what I'm saying? But the shit she was saying about actually taking pride in your work and actually like having
taxing these niggas.
Yeah, like actually saying like this is what I'm worth, and if you're not gonna give me what I'm worth, then I'm not messing with you. And Steve Harvey like, well just get all the money, just do it for the money, like whatever it takes, just do it for the money.
She got to pay $50,000. She did it for the money. She got to pay $50,000 for her Oscar-winning movie. Like, cool enough.
Like,
the movie that you refuse to see.
For like, yeah, like,
movie that you refuse to see.
That's what. Oh, that's hilarious. But she didn't do promo for that movie though. You know what I'm saying?
She did. She did promo in the U.S. She didn't do promo overseas.
Still,
her contract stated to do promo, in the U.S. and you done. But they wanted to do overseas. She was like, well, I'm spending time with my family right now, and they said she's hard to work with ever since that day, which is crazy to me. Like,
but even still, like, they don't got no loyalty to her.
And she don't got no loyalty to them. Right.
She didn't do it. And nigga, when the last Monique movie you seen her in?
That's what I'm saying. But the people that blackballed her were black though, which is crazy. Oprah Winfrey, a top black figure, and Tyler Perry. That's why I need to go to her stand up because I want to listen to her ride. Like I seen a little clip and she was riding.
See, I don't know. Well, like I said, I just know that.
But people don't believe her because she's basically the B side. She's the underneath.
And I like I said, I'm just not a fan of hers because I don't know. But that in that interview, and this don't got nothing to do with Monique. This is about all the shit I've been saying the last couple of weeks about Steve Harvey and how real for me, it's fuck him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because he never, not only will he sell his soul and do anything just for the money, like, then what are you doing with the money? Like, what are you doing with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't talk to somebody else about what they doing with their money and how they giving back to their city and community. Like, what are you doing about your city and community? We already know you'll sell your soul.
Like when he said that we have to, he was like, we can't. Yeah, I got the quote. I want to get a word for word because it fucked me up. Listen to the dude say it. Like, I don't. And it's very different from what me and you do. We gonna do what we want to do and how we want to do it, and not be influenced by anything else. Because first of all, it's gonna fuck with the craft, and secondly, like, we're not gonna sell out niggas, but. This dude said, we black out here. We can't come out here and do it any type of what we want to. That's what he said. And the look at her face was like,
what are you talking about?
Like, because I'm black, I can't be black. Since I'm black in America, I have to be someone who I'm not.
I'm trying to find this video. I just want to, so we don't run super over, even though our stream went down. But this is about.
I'm gonna stream down. I mean, that's a Facebook deal.
It was just weird though. It's the first time it happened in the middle of us talking.
Ever. And for no reason. It happened for no reason too, which is just crazy to me.
I gotta find this video, man. So pretty much, I'll describe it for you as I look for it. So the first half of the video is Muhammad Ali. During the interview, talking about
I've seen that.
Talking about how integrity means the most to him. Like, none of this money and none of this stuff means nothing to me if I can't go back to the neighborhood. And man, this is how I feel about Steve Harvey. And just so happened, this all just kind of lined up. So let me play this for y'all. Muhammad Ali first.
So everything I'm doing, if it means hitchhike tomorrow, if it means be raggedy, if it means look for a job, I'll be happy because I can go to bed, my conscience is clear, and I didn't sell out or trade my people just because I could be rich in Hollywood with a yacht out here on my. They could be my yacht right there. Imagine it's valued at $200,000, but I wouldn't want that damn yacht if I couldn't go back over in the black neighborhood and protest the black woman being raped. The hell with the yacht. The hell with the championship. So I want the people to know this. You understand?
Listen, we gotta sex a different way. We out here in a game. This the money game.
This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is
the
the
money
money
game.
game.
But I'm
We in the money game. And
We're
you
in the
cannot
money game.
sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor
why I
people is
love my
not be one
brother.
of them. You cannot
We're in
help
the money
them.
game. But let me tell you what's the game is
Cannot
before the
help
money
them
game.
like this.
Before the money game, it's called the integrity game. And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
One more.
And wait a minute.
And then he tried to justify, but Mo, that's not what I'm. But Mo, but think about this. How can you justify that? The Muhammad Ali thing was kind of hard to hear, so I'll post it later or something.
I wish I would have turned on D.L. Hughley this week.
Oh yeah, to see what he had to say about it. To Steve Harvey, he said it's not the black game, it ain't the white game, it's the money game. He's like, so you're gonna have to do whatever you have to do for this money.
Do what you got to do.
What is that? Like, what are you? Just because you on every show, you know what I'm saying? Just because you got 5 shows, you know what I'm saying, in a radio show, you literally doing anything for the money.
Yeah, I'm about to watch this later. It says Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac beef prevented kings of comedy. Something. But I gotta watch that.
Anyway, I just I don't know, man. So this is something else to add to. I want to call it a beef, but he don't know I'm beefing with him, so I guess it don't really count. But Steve Harvey he's one of the most higher profile people from this area that's doing nothing though. Like just how we started the show,
Even in this comedy, he hate Cleveland.
Yeah, like just how we started the show about having a platform and being able to and have an influence and being able to do all this good without even spending money. Like just putting your name on something or a charity or like a foundation or some shit, like man, like that would do so much good for so many people. Like, but you don't do that though. You know what I'm saying? Right. And this that shit bugs me, dog. It do, man. It bugs me because and I get it. There's plenty of other people from Cleveland that's doing well or get money or whatever. And people always want to like Halle Berry and this and that. Nigga, but I ain't never heard Halle Berry say nothing about Cleveland ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she ain't in Cleveland all the time or talking about Cleveland. So whatever, like cool. Like she don't want to claim the city, that's fine. That's her choice. Like, but Steve Harvey,
hold on, what was I gonna say?
Claim the city though.
Like, I don't know if she know that I like this is what I do. You know, as far as like pay attention to what's going on and anything. But she said you need to be sure you get all your facts correct before you put down Monique, Steve Harvey, Oprah, Tyler Perry. Oh, I got the facts. Got the facts.
What's the fact then, bro?
I already just said it. All right, who she talking about? Monique. I already said she didn't want to. She said she didn't want to do the. She said she didn't want to do the do the promo tour overseas. And ever since then, you haven't heard from her. How could somebody win an Oscar and not get any offer? Because you win an Oscar, you get offered movie roles. She's not getting offered anything. The Netflix deal, they offered her money. She felt like she should have been getting paid more, and she didn't accept. But she felt it was due to being a woman, because she spoke to other women in the industry that got offered deals and they wasn't paying nothing except Amy Schumer or whatever, and she was trash. But anyway, now let's get to Steve Harvey. First of all, Steve Harvey went to the White House and met with the president. Now, I forgot who said this, but they said they bring all of the black leaders together and try to get and try to infiltrate the black community through the black leaders. Yes. That's why D.L. Hughley was going in on him like, why the hell you do that? You see, he got Kanye and
Jim Brown, Steve Harvey, like all these people that's supposed to be prominent black leaders in the thing. Mm-hmm. And Steve Harvey word for word was, I did this on behalf of Barack as part of the transition team. I came here so I could get information to report back to my community. Mm-hmm. I haven't heard shit. Nothing from Steve Harvey. I know he's talking to your mom, so being respectful. Like, I haven't heard nothing about it. Nothing about the meeting. Nothing about what he learned. Like nothing about it at all.
Right, because then he went, well, later, oh, it was a mistake.
Yeah, then he back, man.
Like,
But he backtracked. But why are you backtracking if you're doing a favor for somebody else? Like, you're doing a favor for Barack, but you backtrack and say it was a mistake?
Yeah.
I just say, yeah. Like, I did, like, whatever. It might have been a mistake. It might not have been a mistake, but, like, I did it for my friend or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But black people gonna hate you talking about other black people because especially black people like Oprah and Tyler Perry. So much it came from homelessness. Oprah, you know, all the great things she did in her life, but it's hard to think of they doing anything bad. So she didn't want to do what she, you know, do that little tour. She said, "No, I'm chilling with my family," and I feel that like that shit is work. Like that shit, like no matter how much people think, "Oh, you're getting paid millions of dollars." No, that shit is still work to them. You know what I'm saying? That they still got to put, you know, they still got to get up in the morning and do their job. No matter what job it is. Like, I know it's at times that everybody in this world said, you know what, fuck this job. Like, come on now. So if my job called, I just work 40 hours in a week or whatever. My job said, you know, can you come in tomorrow? You know, we really need you. You know, we low on staff. Well, you know, I have plans with my family. I don't need the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna stay and chill with my family because that's more important than working a job that's gonna kill me and don't give a fuck about me and can fire me tomorrow with no remorse. So you know what? I'm gonna chill with my family. And you know what they did? She's hard. They put out all these bad things. She's hard to work with. She she does this and does that. So, but just one thing. But when you come to when it comes to Oprah and Steve Harvey, I mean Oprah and Tyler Perry, they can't do no wrong. Tyler Perry, he's a Christian man. It was Christian movies, the Christian thing. He can't do anything wrong. She got a recording to do on the phone, and they talking. They talking. She recorded all the conversations because she know people won't believe her because this is Tyler Perry and Oprah. She hasn't spoke to Oprah yet because Oprah just too big. She ain't gonna say. She ain't gonna talk for what. So, like, come on now, man.
I just want to add a little sprinkle on top. I just Googled every way you can. Steve Harvey Cleveland Foundation, Steve Harvey Charity, Steve Harvey Cleveland Charity. Nothing. The only thing I say is that 112 is renamed Steve Harvey Way. That's it. I'm not talking about him. His work ethic, he worked for his stuff. And I'm not saying you got to give it away, but I'm saying use your influence, use your platform for something good, especially when you tell other people to do that for their own neighborhood and you not following your own rules that you set up, that you feel like that you're telling people, you're giving people advice about this stuff, but you're not following it. I just don't understand.
Right. Like Angel said, she loved Oprah. So if you love Oprah, she can't do anything wrong. Monique is wrong in this situation.
And Oprah and Tyler Perry, are the same person because without Oprah, ain't no Tyler Perry, ain't no Dr. Phil. Like, so when these people are like, Dr. Phil and Oprah said, like, yeah, they're the same person. They think Dr. Phil about to go against what Oprah say? You think Tyler Perry about to go against what Oprah say?
Oh.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Oprah made Tyler Perry. I know he was doing his plays and all that stuff, but that next level was because of Oprah.
Yeah, for color girls.
It was because of Oprah.
Come on, man. Like, so in people's eyes, we don't know these people. But I'm just taking all the facts from the thing. At first, I'm like, Monique tripping. But then I got more facts of the thing, and it was like, wow. Like the Netflix thing, though, she felt like she needed to get paid more. That's cool, but she didn't. Fine, but she didn't have to come out and say we need to boycott.
When you throw other people into it, though, then you open yourself up for ridicule. Like, don't compare your money to Dave Chappelle's money or Amy Schumer's money. Like, when you do that, though, you're opening yourself up to it. If you just say, I think the offer that they gave me was demeaning, I'm like, okay, cool. But for somebody else, it's the right offer or whatever, which is fine.
Like for an up and coming comedian, that's the right offer. I would have took that money.
Or even for somebody on her level, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on where you're at financially.
But she feel like she been in the game for so many years. She should have got paid more money than that.
But when she said I'm the most decorated comedian in the world or alive today, I'm like, well, I'm off this train. Like, she just told a straight lie. The most decorated comedian.
Like, she should have said that though. But that's how she feels. She should have
say the most decorated female, maybe, or of this era, or something. Like, I don't know. But don't say you're the most decorated. Like the Eddie Murphy dog, like Chris Rock. Like, all these niggas die. Like, what happened? Anyway, when she said that, I got off. I'm through. I'm done.
Hey, but I still paid attention though. But the thing with her is, like I said, she go to the small comedy clubs like the Improv, this and that, and do comedy across the country throughout the year. And her deal with the deal was, we pay you this money and you can't do any stand up comedy for 2 years, which was like, why would I do that when I'm gonna make more money doing stand up? Like, so she wasn't wrong to say I need more money because you're gonna be stifling my income just to get my stuff on Netflix. And it was like, no, you have to pay me what I'm worth. Yeah. So I agree with you.
I'm always for getting money. I don't care who you is from where. I'm always for it. I'm not against Steve Harvey getting money. You're gonna keep taking shots at that thing. You're gonna keep shooting at him so he respond.
I ain't gonna say shit.
But what I'm saying is, like, I'm not against anybody getting their money. However, that comes about, like, you got to argue for it or whatever. Cool, get your money. Like, but don't open yourself up and then wonder why everybody ridicule you. Well, you open yourself up soon by comparing. Don't look at somebody else's money. No, they deal don't got nothing to do with your deal. Like, that's your problem. Focus on your deal. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't look. I have no problem with my Nick feeling how she feeling. Do I think she was blackballed? And yes, I was.
Hey, the same way I don't care. She shouldn't care what I think. The same way Steve Harvey shouldn't care what I think. But that don't mean I'm gonna stop thinking the way I think either. You know what I'm saying? It's 7 o'clock. We're gonna get out of here. But last thing I want to touch on before we get out of here, Grammys.
Did you ever listen to the Cardi B album?
No, why would that?
Fire. That's all I gotta say is fire. But was it the best album of the? No. And out of the people that was nominated, Nipsey should have won.
But what did I tell you though? It's a popularity contest. Yeah. It's not about who got the best content.
But the Cardi B album is fire though, so I can't say like.
Was it the best content?
The best content? Like, what do you mean? If we're talking about, let's say you compare it to Nipsey, where it was like, wow, he said some shit that's gonna help me through my day, help me, try to pursue the company that we're doing. No, but did she make quality songs? Yes, shit was fire. But you ain't never listened to it, so I can't even. I listen to everything. I don't care what the nigga name is on the album. I be like, so I can stay in the tune with what's going on. You gotta be listening to shit, man. No. You got title, like you have no.
I don't want to.
Like you have no reason not to listen to different stuff.
I don't want that. No, I listen to different stuff, but I don't listen to different rap. I don't want that shit poisoning my mind. It's trash.
So when you go in the club, like, do you most of the time be like, what is this? What is this? I never heard it. Do you think that's yourself?
No, because I listen to stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I listen to stuff that's not songs, but I listen to people that's verified. And then if you get co-signed by somebody, then I'll listen. Like, I didn't listen to Lupe Fiasco until T.I. co-signed him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't listen to Kanye till you co-signed him. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't do it. I didn't listen to Jay-Z until my cousin co-signed him. I didn't listen to 2 Chainz until Jeezy co-signed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only rocking with the people that I rock with, unless I get it.
Nigga, I don't need a co-sign. Nigga, I see. Okay, you got a song. Let me listen to it. Oh, it's trash. I see what you're trying to do. That's trash. Or I see oh, this nice. Even though he on, okay, I see you on some club, trap, whatever the fuck you on. Okay, I see. They cool. But most of the shit that I will play over and over again, they got some type of nigga go buy back your neighborhood or go,
Yeah, it don't gotta be that.
like stuff like that.
Yeah, I ain't saying it
For
gotta
me
be that.
to listen to have that,
the over and over.
like the quality. Shit.
See, but I'm just talking about from a standpoint of, there's a lot of trash out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to waste my time with it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, I don't give it the time of day. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't but that's good though. So when you listen to a wide range of rap, like, I just switch genres. Like I go listen to some rock and roll, some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that you don't, but I'd rather jump to some other hot shit in a different genre than staying in rap because it's a lot of trash there. It was a lot of trash everywhere though.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of different genres as well, but trust me, you gotta listen to everything.
Let me see. I just want to read these comments. Your mom said Monique could have delivered her message or messages in a professional manner, not see blackballed herself. Yes, I think the company blackballed her when it came to that pressure stuff, but then the stand-up stuff, she put herself on that pedestal. Like she did that to herself.
Yeah, they blackballed her for that. But she didn't speak about it.
Right, which is fine.
She didn't speak about it. But when it keeps popping up, when she trying to probably get movies or get jobs and stuff, and they mention, well, we heard that you're hard to work with. Like how? Because I said I didn't want to do that. That wasn't in my contract. I wasn't contractually obligated to do. Like that's like you going to work and a motherfucker tell you got to do the manager's job, and that's not your job, and that's not in your contract. But we still gonna pay you. Your normal.
You ain't getting extra for doing it.
See, that's
jobs do that all the time.
Yeah, but that's the difference between me and other people. Like when I work for a job, okay, I'm working for that job. But when I do this, I'm loyal to this because I feel like it's all me, and I feel like I'm actually a part of the company because we are the company.
You are the company.
You know what I'm saying? But when you work for somebody else, it's like, you know what? I don't want you working here no more.
Yeah, then that's easy. Yeah.
With this, I could be like, you know what? We're not doing a show today, but
it's snowing outside.
It's snowing outside. You know what I'm saying? This is not going to conduct today, but you know what? It's going to conduct tomorrow. Nobody can't stop me. You know what I'm saying?
And the Angel said, I like to listen to all new stuff on Tidal. You never know when you hear something you love, which is true. That's the great thing about I could do what you do because it don't take long. You can listen to a minute of a song. You only wasted a minute of your life, and you're like, all right, next song or whatever. So I ain't saying to take much effort, but I'd rather give me a different genre. You know what I'm saying?
It really throw me on some James T. Slater. Fire. I was fired. I never even heard of this dude, and then it was my wife randomly was looking for music and found it. You do the Grammy Award-winning songwriter. The way he writes songs is fire to me. Like descriptive,
Yeah, so I don't know.
Different.
Angela said she give it 30 seconds. She goes to the next one.
Came through dripping.
She don't waste no time.
It's fire.
All right, nigga, whatever. Take your word for it.
When you're in that mood, like if I'm at the club or I'm at work, because sometimes I can't. If I got to get some work done, I'm trying to listen to some stuff that's gonna have me do some work. If I listen throwing that, fuck, nigga, I'm gonna stop for a second. Like this is just fucked up.
Hey, look, the funny part is I do that to myself all the time. I know it's a good song. I know it's gonna completely change my mood. It's so dope though. I can't, but then it just take me out of everything. Then I be walking around work pissed
right. You go
salty, like angry.
Stop what you doing just to listen to it.
Like. So angry walking around looking at it. This is fucked up. See how they do us. This. I'm salty. Really angry.
You listen to some song with some death, and you listen to it over, and then you like, I didn't catch that the first time.
Yeah.
He just started listening.
Stop being like, man, let me start it over. Oh, that context go with this context. Yeah,
like sometimes I need to listen to something where they ain't talking about nothing at all.
See, I can't do it though. Like I tried, but I can't.
All right, so you ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, man. So we're gonna get out of here. Appreciate y'all joining us as always. The people that's gonna watch later. that surge we had at the beginning. Appreciate y'all stopping in.
Well, excuse me. Yeah, appreciate y'all.
People that's gonna watch
Everybody,
later.
watching it now, watching it later, watching it earlier. We all appreciate you. I want to give a shout out to Cleveland Public Theater. Me and the wife seen that Fire in the Water. Great play, very different. I suggest you go check it out if you want. If
What
not,
happened to La Bamba or whatever?
oh, La Gringa?
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I thought I was going to that play, and so I really read my email, and I see it was going to Fire in the Water. So,
that's a whole nother story.
yeah, I thought for the whole 2 weeks or whatever it was, I thought we was going to go see La Gringa. Then I looked at my email that day, and I'm like, oh, not going to see that. We're going to go see something else.
Hey man, all it's gonna take is one company to
Go to something else. So then I'm like, oh, we're going to this, but I'm glad we went. I'm glad we went to the one.
It seemed like that would be dope though.
Yeah, I'm glad we went to that one instead of the other one. No disrespect or nothing, but that one, it was like the other one was a play that wasn't original, and somebody adapted it. But this one was an original Cleveland play. It's dope. The whole thing was dope, different. So just check it out. I was gonna post pictures, but I'm like, nah, you just gotta experience this when you see it.
Yeah. Plus they ain't paying us because they don't want to rock with us for real. But that's all good though. All right.
Why you think that?
I don't know. See, look. So this is what I would take on my own stuff. Like, man, fuck, don't go really good. Like something I can't say on a professional show, but I can say on my own little not. You don't want to mess up the brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The main money maker. You don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff you take on the side page. Like, man, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? And then the next thing you know, it's like, oh, we want to do a deal with you guys. Well, we seen the video where you said fuck us, so.
No, it was cool. It was cool though.
Did you meet the lady?
I didn't.
No. All right.
I didn't know who. It's because when we first had interaction, she messaged me through Facebook, but I wasn't friends with her on Facebook, so I really can't see the pics. So I didn't know
who she was.
Yeah.
So all I'm gonna say this. So this is. I'm gonna end on a race note. So I'm assuming this. Would you assume that this is a theater company? This building, the site is owned by a person from the Caucasus Mountains region. Would you assume that?
Shit, I don't know.
I'm assuming it, but it also happened to us at the Caribou, the same thing. So that just goes to show that it can.
No,
it's not white or black because it happened at the Caribou. But we didn't get free tickets enough.
Okay, so if you watch our show or whatever, watch our stuff, it would be hard for you to think that we like plays or you wouldn't know what we like. But I don't.
Are you defending?
No, I'm not defending anything. But I'm just saying. So, it could have been the truth of the explanation. But you never know with business.
Come on.
No, I don't know. I had to ask him, but I don't like, me personally, I don't like to talk about business.
Yeah, we got to talk about this off camera. But I do want to get the logo out there.
So, but like I said, yeah, shout out to them for, sending me tickets to the play. The play was dope.
All right, man. So y'all have a good week. And, we'll see y'all next week. Salute to the only city that matters. And, and whatever his slogan is.
On your own. It's perfect. Because you got on your own shit.
Oh, last thing. If y'all know any, businesses or any of that stuff, supermarkets, convenience stores, let us know. Barbershops, that is one that a lot of black people own.
Yeah.
They're expensive though, so. But no, like I said, y'all know anything like that, let us know. And other than that, man, like I said, y'all have a good week. Thanks for joining us as always.
Yes, Angel, like the Bruno Mars and Cardi B. It's fire.
It was decent.
But yeah, see y'all in a minute. Next week.